Good morning, grade 4 learners. Welcome to another edition of Valenzuela Science for Life, where science is at its best. I'm Mr. John Ray Donato, a teacher at Rincon Elementary School. Come and explore more on Science 4. Do you know that the materials are grouped according to properties? The properties of the materials are the following. We have size, shape, color, and texture. Aside from that, materials can also be classified based on the ability to absorb water, float and sink, and materials undergo decay. Now, let us discuss first the ability of the materials to absorb water. Experiment time! I have here several materials. Let us identify them and give at least one characteristic for each. Each material will be placed on a container with water and observe what happens. Did it absorb water or not? Let us observe and watch this video. What are the materials that absorb water? Kindly put your answer on the comment box. Great! The materials that absorb water are cotton balls, paper, sponge, cloth or fabric, and paste towel. And the materials that absorb water are what we call porous materials. It has many holes or pores inside that allow water to pass through. The property of the materials to absorb water is what we call porosity. How about the materials that did not absorb water? What are those? Terrific answer! The materials that did not absorb water are the following: paper clip, rubber ball, ball pen, eraser, and spoon. These materials are what we call non-porous materials. Non-porous materials are materials that repel water. Now, let us try this activity. Kindly react a like button if the following materials absorb water, and a heart button if it did not absorb water. Let us try number 1. A pair of scissors. Correct. It did not absorb water. How about the next one? A tissue paper. Good. It absorbed water. Let us try the next one. A coin. Great. It did not absorb water. How about the next? Rugs. Fantastic answer. It absorbed water. Let us try the last one. Pillow. Amazing! It absorbed water. You did a great job. Now, let us go to the next activity. It is the ability of the materials to float or sink. Experiment time! I have here materials that will be put on a plastic container with water. And observe if the following materials will float or sink. Let us start this video. What are the materials that float in the water? Kindly put your answer on the comment box. Correct. They are small wood, plastic spoon, candy wrapper, sheet of paper, and plastic bottle. The materials that float are the materials that stay on the top of the water. How about the materials that sink in water? What are those? Kindly put your answer on the comment box. Great! They are the following. We have stone, eraser, paper clip, and metal spoon. The materials that sink are the materials that fall at the bottom of the water. What is the reason why some materials float and some materials sink? It's all about density. Density is the degree of compactness that makes an object float or sink in water. Objects that are denser or heavier than the water tend to sink, while objects that are less dense or lighter than the water tend to float. Let us do the following exercises. Kindly comment down float if the following materials float on water, and sink if it sink in water. Let us start. Number 1, pair of slippers. Terrific! It floats. How about the next one? Sunglass. Fantastic answer! It sinks. Let us try the third one. Beach ball. Great! It floats on water. How about the next one? A life buoy. Correct! It floats in water. This is also used to save people from drowning. Let us try the last one. Towel. Amazing! It sinks. You did an awesome job. Now, let us go to the next activity, which is the ability of the material to undergo decay. What do we mean by decay? Decaying is the breaking down or rotting of organic matter through the action of bacteria, fungi, or other organisms with the presence of water, air, and soil. Or in Tagalog, pagkabulok. Once a material is undergo decay, it changes in odor, texture, color, and taste. Now, let us do this exercise. All you need to do is to arrange the letters of the following words. That is a sign that a food is undergo decay. Kindly comment your answer on the comment box. Let us start. DLMOS. What is that word? Correct. It is molds. How about the next one? MORSW. What is that word? Great! It is worms. Let us write the next one. BBBELSU. What is that word? Good job! It is bubbles. How about the last one? FLOUELLMS. What is that word? Correct. It is foul smell. Now, let us try to identify if the following materials undergo decay or not. Write D if the following materials undergo decay, and ND if not. Kindly comment your answer in the comment box. Let's start. Number 1, rubber band. Correct. It is ND. How about the next one? Bread. Correct. It is D. Let us go to the next one. Leaves. Correct. It is D. How about the fourth one? Plastic spoon. Great. It is ND. It didn't decay. Let us try the next one. Candy wrapper. Terrific. It is ND. How about the sixth one? Cloth. Fantastic! It is D. How about the last one? Paper. Amazing! It is D because paper came from a tree. Now, let us sum it up by completing the statement. Kindly put your answer on the comment box. They can be classified based on their ability to absorb water. Blank materials such as sponge, cotton, and cloth can absorb water and other liquids. What do you think is the answer? Correct. It is porous. Blank materials like plastic, rubber, and metal do not absorb water to pass through. What do you think is the answer? Correct. It is non-porous. These materials do not have spaces inside to let liquid pass through. Instead, they blank water. What do you think is the answer? Great job! The answer is repel. Blank means when the materials stay on the top of the water. What do you think is the answer? Correct! It is flow. While blank means when the materials fall at the bottom of the water. What do you think is the answer? Terrific answer. It is sink. Let us try the next one. Blank means to be slowly destroyed into bits in the presence of water, air, and soil. Amazing! It is decay. Kindly check if your answers are correct. Then let us read the statements. They can be classified based on their ability to absorb water. Porous materials such as sponge, cotton, and cloth can absorb water and other liquids. Non-porous materials like plastic, rubber, and metal do not absorb water to pass through. These materials do not have spaces inside to let the liquid pass through. Instead, they repel water. Float means when the materials stay on the top of the water, while sink means when the materials fall at the bottom of the water. Decay means to be slowly destroyed into bits in the presence of water, air, and soil. Now, let us try to answer the selection. Kindly put your answer on the comment box. Choose the letter of the correct answer. Let's start with number 1. Anna spilled broth on the table. She immediately gets a tissue and wipes the spilled broth. Why did she use a tissue paper? A. Tissue paper is a porous material that can absorb more liquid. B. Tissue paper is a non-porous material that can absorb water more. C. Tissue paper floats on water. Or D. Tissue paper sinks on water. Correct. It is A. Tissue paper is a porous material that can absorb more liquid. Let's go to number 2. Mang Nestor is a janitor. He was about to leave our classroom after cleaning it when one of my classmates accidentally collided with a pail of water. The water spilled over the floor. What will Mang Nestor use to let the floor dry? Why will he use it? A. Broomstick, because it can scatter water to easily dry the floor. B. Dipper, because it can scoop water on the floor. C. Mop, because it has spaces inside to absorb water on the floor. Or letter D. Blower, to dry the floor using its dry wind. Good job! It is C. Mop, because it has spaces inside to absorb water on the floor. Let's go to the next one. It is the ability of the materials to fall at the bottom of the water. A. Porous. B. Non-porous. C. Float. Or D. Sink. Great! It is D. Sink. How about the fourth one? All of the materials float except for one. What it is? A. Empty plastic bottle. B. Styrofoam. C. Needle. Or D. Pencil. Terrific answer! It is C. Needle. Let's go to the last one. What is the best thing to do in the materials undergo decay? What would be our benefits? A. Put it on a compost pit to make it a fertilizer. B. Put all the decay materials to the garbage. C. Recycle it. Or letter D. Throw it to the river. Amazing! The correct answer is A. Put it on a compost pit to make it a fertilizer. And here are the references where I got my topic. I hope you learned a lot today. Wait for the instruction of your teacher on what to answer in your module. See you next time. Always keep in mind, in science, we explore, we create, and we are amazing. Keep safe and God bless you always. Bye-bye.